Right, let's have a look at my Monster Racer restoration project. Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again thank you for stopping by. So in today's video we're going to have a look at everything we've got for the Monster Racer restoration project. So first of all, a massive thank you to my good friend Keith in the US. He actually sent me all this, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. If you saw the care package video, you might know the background. He actually had enough bits to make, he had like four, between the Monster Racer and King Cab, he had 4 chassis and bits and bats. And he asked me which one I would like, and I chose the Monster Racer. So he's going to have enough, he's going to build a mint King Cab and a mint Monster Racer. Obviously he's giving me this Monster Racer with the bits I need, and the one that's got left over is going to become his runner. Don't know if it's going to be a Hi-Lux King Cab or a Monster Racer yet. So if you don't know this car, it's the first time I've featured this on the channel since 2016 when I had one of each, which I'll show you pictures of later. But the first version of this car was a King Cab, and it came out in October 1989 on 58081. Absolutely gorgeous truck. It's funny, back in 2015-14 maybe, I just decided it was, the King Cab was something I was never interested in. Anyway, I just, for whatever reason, as we're doing the hobby, I saw pictures of it and I was like, I need to get one of those. And I didn't realise until I'd got one in the flesh just how much I really like the look of it. It's rather special. Anyway, in October 1990 came the Monster Racer on 58086. They're pretty much identical. There's a change of colour of the wheels. There's a change of front tyre on the Monster Racer. Obviously the body shell and liver is different. But chassis wise, and yeah, let me know in the comments if I've got this wrong, but I think the chassis are identical apart from the body posts. But yeah, that's as far as my knowledge goes with that. But as I say, leave in the comments if there is a major, or just any chassis differences from the two. I'd be really interested in that. So as I say, back then I was really lucky to have both of them, and to have, I actually had 2 mint ones, which, you know, they're really hard to get hold of. And when you see them side by side, it's mind-blowing. It really is. They honestly are things of beauty. Anyway, yeah, so this is what we've got, and it's just incredible. So we'll have a close-up on all this as well. So we have a TBG Monster Racer shell, ready to paint, well, cut and paint. We have a King Cab chassis, which is obviously the wheels and the front tyres, I guess, are a bit of a giveaway. To be honest, it looks in great condition, but we will be stripping it down. Strip it down. We'll strip the basics down, and see what's the gearbox is like and stuff. We'll see. Yeah, it's got bushes in the wheels, so we'll put a full bearing kit in it as well, because I think that'll be cool, and we'll put new oil in and in the shocks and stuff like that. We've also got the original set of front wheels and tyres, which is massive. We've got the rear wheels, but with the incorrect tyres on. And here's this, and we have a brand new set of the balloon original tyres. This is probably the rarest Tamiya tyre there is, in my opinion. The front, like astute tyres that went on the Madcap, they're rare. And the what's the Ford Escort on the TO2, I think it is it the Tiger Stripe? Yeah, the Tiger Stripe Escort Cozza. They've got some unique tyres on as well. But for me, you do see the others come up now and again. Very rare that you'll see a set of these, and to have a brand new set is just off the chart. He also sent me the correct, because this is a King Cab, he sent me the correct Monster Racer body posts for it. I mean, I'm guessing I probably could have used these ones. We'll have a look. But or maybe you can. They wouldn't have changed them otherwise, would they? So anyway, we've got the correct set to fit. We've got a brand new lower chassis plate of the FRP, which we'll have a look at the one that's on the car. And then we've got a King Cab B parts tree. So that's got a brand new bumper on, which will fit. It's got a brand new rear bumper on, which will fit. And it's got this big motor plate. Now, depending, this one looks in great condition, to be honest, so we might not change it, I don't know. Or maybe we'll put all the new parts on we can. So, yeah, let's drag a camera over and we'll have a good look at this chassis. So we'll have a look at the body first of all. So obviously, as I said, it's a reproduction TBG. If you were lucky enough to find an original, you would have to sell a kidney to afford it. But yeah, very happy with this. Never used an reproduction of this shell because it has been on other Tamiya cars. I should have done my research. It's gone on cars I've never had. Possibly one of like the pre-runner TAR2s had this shell on. I can't remember what it was called. It might have been something like the Toyota 4x4 or something. Anyway, been used before. But I think, let me see if, yeah, I think this was the first time we saw this shell from Tamiya. So yeah, it's quite detailed. As I say, we've got a grille to paint. I think that's black. I think there's a bit of silver in the grille. There's definitely some silver along the back. Main colour's white, and then we've got to go red all around. We've got to do a black bed. We've got these fans here for the engine, which I think these are either black or silver, or there's black and silver that finishes them. And then I have to get some what do you call it? Some more polycarbonate, because it should have two big number plates that stick on the side here. Which I'll have some, and obviously we've got the decals for it and what have you. So next up, wheels and tyres. So as I say, the fronts, these are original wheels, front and back. The fronts are in very good condition actually. Tiny little bit of dents and stuff, but I'll do some light sanding around the edges. And then it's got the I don't know what you call this type of tread. These are awesome when it's got the silicone spray on and it's got all the Tamiya, racing balloon tyres on it, and these numbers with tyre writing on front and back. It just looks off the chart. So that's the fronts. These are the rear wheels. These have had a little bit more of a harder life, but I can clean these up a lot. Biggest problem I have with these, because as I say, these are Pro Line, what they're called, Dirtworks tyres. Feels like they've got foams in as well. These are actually glued on. So stick in the comments what's the best way to take this off. I know you can boil them and stuff, but if anyone could take the time to actually just talk me through the correct process of doing it the best way, that'd be massively appreciated. They're glued on heavily as well, so yeah, the best way, if you could let me know, would be awesome. So there's a bit of work there. And then, of course, we've got the original rears, which are like rocking horse poo. So again, Tamiya balloon racing tyre. Look at that tread. Just absolutely off the charts. Look at that. So again, we'll get them cleaned up, tyre writing. They're just going to be absolutely awesome. And then we have these parts. So as I say, this is the FRP lower chassis deck, or plate. Once we have a look at the chassis, we'll see what condition one on the car's like. But yeah, that's brand new. That's just incredible. Then, as I say, Monster Racer body posts, slightly different from the King Cab, which I never knew. So we've got those. And then, as I said, King Cab parts B tree. So we'll get a front and rear bumper off that, which is awesome. And we do have the radio gear plate, should we want to change that. Also, this little bracket here, don't know what that's from, but we'll figure that out as we go. And if I can, I will fit it. And then we have the chassis. And it's very different. If you guys have not seen this before, it's a very unique chassis, only used on 2 cars. Now, I believe the gearbox is the Astute gearbox. Correct me if I'm wrong. Worst case, it's the Super Astute gearbox. But I'm pretty certain it's Astute, and it's like chocolate, I believe. It's a really bad designed gearbox, as obviously the Astute was. A lot of people put, and I'll get this wrong, is it the TTC gearbox, the stealth gearbox that came as a hop up for the Astute? I don't know anything about that, I've got to be honest, but we'll get this up and running, and we'll do whatever I need. Obviously we'll put bearings in it and what have you, but we'll get it ready and we'll definitely run this when it's done. Metal dog bones in the back, metal cups as you can see, two-wheel drive if you didn't know, and with the arms and that it's fully adjustable. Motor right at the back, and we'll put new shocks in there, and we've got this big front end and this big bumper which has had some use, so it's awesome that we've got a brand new one to fit. Yeah, it's quite a thing. A lot softer on the front. It's it would be a real fun truck to get bashing about. Bashing, you know what I mean, there ain't no bashing gonna happen, but with some mild jumps and stuff we should really see that suspension working with the yellow CVAs, and yeah, it's just awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. There's a little bit of work that, as you can see, the tie rod end, I need to put a new one on. That's threaded. That's the underneath of the chassis if you've never seen it. As I say, very, very different, isn't it? I guess, to be honest, this is probably right up there with the most sought after cars to be re-read by Tamiya, I would guess, because especially the rear tyres, if Tamiya brought out the King Cab or Monster Racer, whichever one was first, you know, people would absolutely kill for those brand new rear tyres. So I really hope they will. I don't see why they wouldn't. I do think we'll see it, and obviously whichever one we see, I think we're guaranteed to see the other at some point, which would just be awesome. Yeah, come on Tamiya, pull your finger out. Right, so that's everything. Really looking forward to getting into this one. Now the body, there is quite a lot of different paints to go on the body. It's not that straightforward. There's obviously the main colour of white, but then there's a red back, there's a black bed, there's a grille, I think there's black and silver, there's silver down the sides to do, so it's a very involved body shell. So I will have to take my time on that. So I don't have the red paint needed, so after this video I'll get on and I'll order some of that. And I've got everything else to do it. And yeah, this restoration will be coming up soon on the channel, because I cannot wait to have a finished Monster Racer, and it's gonna look mint. It really is. So excited about it. So I'll end that video here. So as always, a massive thank you to you, Keith. I can never thank you enough for everything you're doing for me and the channel, and a massive thank you to everyone who watches my dribble. You guys deserve a medal. If you are new to this channel, this is the first video you've seen, maybe give this video a thumbs up, maybe go hit that subscribe button. If you do those two things, go hit that notification bell as well, and that'll tell you about it'll notify you of my weekly videos. That'd be awesome. So as always, my friends, happy arseeing.